So we've looked at expenditure, we've looked at income, we've had a look in the drawers to find out any assets in papers and pensions and other things that we maybe had forgotten about or just ignored and put in the cupboard. But we've also been through a month end, and now we will have an idea. We will be double checking what incomes we're getting, and you might have a gap between income and expenditure. Now I'm hoping that gap is in the positive, as in you have more income coming in than expenditure going out. And if you do, I want you to start looking at how you are spending or saving or developing that difference. Because if you're developing assets that are then paying you additional income streams, you are multiplying how money is working for you as opposed to you working for money. So if you can then develop some savings, develop some various different systems that give you the chance of having extra income every month, excellent. If your gap is more expenditure than income, then you're heading in a downward spiral. Now, I've been there. I know how that feels. Many years ago, I used to be very good at getting better jobs. So I would be increasing my income streams, but I'd also be very good at getting a bigger house, a bigger car, going on great holidays, but it was going on the credit cards. So I had real issues with the gap between month and money that I actually had. So if you're in that position, having looked at your expenditure, coming out of isolation, because currently we're in the beginning of April 2020, coronavirus lockdown, thinking about when actually we get the chance to move around again, what are you going to start doing differently? Because the first thing is to have a look to see what you actually need, what you would like to have, and actually what doesn't really matter at all in terms of your expenditure. So maybe you can trim a little. But I'm a great believer in, instead of just trimming, how can you grow your income? Because if you can grow your income, you can narrow the gap, you can make a difference. So typically in the past, people might have looked to get promoted, they might have looked to get a second job, they might have looked at ways of maybe selling some stuff at eBay, online, whatever. But you would have looked for something that would have made a difference. Not all those options are available to us at this moment in time. So actually, if you need to generate a new income stream, what is available to you online that you can maybe learn and do 1-2 hours a day, 1-2 days a week, that will actually help you develop a second income stream or a third income stream into your household. Now we started that about 15 years ago, and it's made a massive difference to us because we are still getting our full pay on that, even though other things that we're doing have gone to one side for the moment, okay? So have a look online. There are different industries out there that are still thriving, that are still doing well, that you can still do safely. And I was just talking to somebody earlier on today who's having a look at how businesses in our area have been affected. And actually, when I think about the distance that the company that I work with has moved in the last 2.5-3 weeks, it is astronomical. Everything is now online, and I cannot see us going back to how we were before. So I can't see us booking all the hotels, doing all the face-to-face stuff that we were doing before, sitting side by side somebody. I can see a lot of it staying online. In which case, what's going to happen to the industry that you're involved in? Is that genuinely going to go back to the way it was before, or will there be changes? And the ripple effect of that will go on for months yet. So, gap between income and expenditure. Are you positive? Are you negative? If you're positive, what can you do to make that additional balance work harder for you? If it's negative, what can you do to slightly trim your expenditure to begin with, without going daft? But then what other income streams can you start to look at to come in? If you want to chat further on this, just PM me, send me a message, whatever. My email is passive@chalicepim.com, which is passive@chalicepim.com. Drop me a line. Well, let's have a Zoom, have a cup of coffee together and catch up. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just years of experience of looking to develop income streams that will pay me month in, month out without necessarily having to go to work every day of the week. Speak to you tomorrow.